Alright. I am back. I am down here. Dude, I couldn't believe last time in episode 1, episode 10 technically, but yesterday, I sat here for the whole 2 hours and 22, and I sat here and covered. The whole point of the game right now is to see what I've got and see where I'm at. Yeah, okay, dude. That was nice. Will never happen again as long as I live. That was embarrassing. But I've got some of these. Holy crap. No, I don't. Not for long. Hang on. Before they fall off. God, the camera, swear. Where? Yeah, you can see that. Cookies. Some actual ones. I'm gonna go and eat 3 among the trillion that I've got, basically. Just got that lucky. Bam. Was that it? That was not it. But I've got the first lump that I'm gonna harvest. Bam. And then chuck into here and go bam. On top of the garden, it is the first 2 baker's wheat, which is I can barely do. It is plus 1% CPS for now. The fertilizer is indeed faster, but the passive plant effect is down, and there's more weed growth. Boo-hoo. Next tick. Now, what does it take? How long do you gotta wait before you can switch soils back? I've got no idea. Plot size. What do you mean 9 here? I've got 4. The crud. Now here I go again. Reopening the garden on the wiki to figure out. Up to 34 species, all that crud. Up to a 6x6 plot. Harvest all the garden info, sacrifice the garden or freeze it. I've got to implement that at some point. He's gonna freaking freeze the whole dang thing when they're all, fully mature for a great big harvest. What all the different dirt does. Where's the map? Thank you. 2 bakery fruit. Okay, so a thumb corn, then a chrome rice is what gets it going, right? About 24 hours for a trillion, which is, boo, it does not take that long. It takes half that, but I got crazy passive last night. Now, that was my only lump for the day, apart from, getting that garden going. I don't know what I'm doing. Right about here, it got crazy stagnated. In the billions. There's Galactic Bakery, frickin' finally. The first level. Man. Took a day for that. Now, for today at least, unless you give me a click frenzy, what am I doing? It takes forever to freaking wait here to buy maybe a few more buildings and 1 or 2 more upgrades in Quill. Get these all chocolate cookies. Did a decent amount, I guess. Also got a stroke of luck for 27 golden cookies clicked, and then bought serendipity from that as a result, which means I get the golden cookies all the time now, basically. Which is basically the life support for this dang bakery right now, because apart from that, can't do crimes. Look what I do. How does one get to quintillion in 32 hours? Is at this point at a trillion. total. I'm sitting here at 6 billion waiting. I put my only lump into the garden for 2 baker's wheat to get that to go in. First few seeds and crap, right? It takes a year to wait long enough to buy something that's meaningful. Let's just sit here and buy. Bam, 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 bam. Like, apart from just buying a few things here and there, apart from that, frick am I doing? I guess I just hope that these do more than I thought they do. You sit here and slowly buy stuff and creep along? Like, to just buy aggressively? Is that all you do? Like, what do I do here, man? Or the temple or some crud? What do I do, man? Or from just like a fat one. Kind of a building buff was that, whatever it was. Yeah, I need golden cookies, and I can get luckies. Luckies are doing it. I guess luckies give you a certain amount based on like the math of your CPS or some crud. Luckies are at like 7 billion all of a sudden. So if I'm low like that, a lucky can take me right back up and I buy a few more buildings. I guess all you can do when you're waiting for either the garden or the next upgrade or so on and so forth, you got no spells or no minigames, nothing yet, is just buy aggressively. Like 20, like, is all you can do here. I don't freaking know right now. Just gotta buy and buy, gotta get up, a lucky or a frenzy. Or a click frenzy, hopefully. Now, how long? Matured about 17 minutes? Okay, we can definitely do that. There shouldn't be that much of only a 5% chance. That's what that is. The freak is that? What is that? Is that 5%? That's 1 in 20, I think. Freak is that, yeah. For a thumb corn. Then do a baker's wheat with a thumb corn. To get a 1 in 100 chrome rice. And then a chrome rice with the thumb corn to go for a guild millet. And then that can get to a clover or something. And that just goes throughout the whole garden tree. And you keep leveling crap up. Why can you put 3 different ones in it? And crap, okay. And you can't miss like any golden cookies basically for this. Okay, it did more than that. No, it's not based on CPS. Okay, that just sucks then. Okay, so where's the click frenzy that I badly need right now? Cookies have achieved sentience. I haven't. I'm sitting here dying. Sitting here freaking rotting. Watching this crap. Can't buy anything, can't do anything. Great, I've got the garden going at the first level. I'm at, rank 3 for a trillion. And crud on day 2 here, and I'm fluffing around. What do these do? Not sure it matters. I should buy one. Bam, bam. Just gonna buy some crud then. Average person bakes 130 cookies a year. That actually sounds like a second. This is the only point of the run where that number in that tabloid is a semi-realistic number. Apart from that, it's the average person bakes a sextillion or something. Like, no, they don't do kind of crap. Apart from being so stifled right here on progress. Like, I don't know what one actually does here. Just speed it up. You can't do crud. You got a lump here for the garden. Wait for the garden. Make a few more seeds. And like on day 2, what do you do here? What does one do here for day 2? When you're like in the trillions. And it got crud all going. I'm trying to go for like achievements, but like I don't know what. When you're picking away at them and buy one at a time. It takes a freaking hour to do that. That 5th lab is so dang much. There's a frame. Okay. Bit of saving right here. Like, what kind of crap? Not even that. Okay, there we go, that one. These dark chocolate and white chocolate coated cookies are a plus 5%. Would be insane right now, but it's 100 billion. Take like 10 minutes to get to. Yeah, I should be down here now covering the dang milk, not the actual goddamn CPS and the total in the bank that matters a lot, dude. That's the whole point of the game right now. And I guess I'm doing mega episodes now, like over an hour or some crap. Unlike last year. Here's like the most boring part of the dang episode. I don't know what the crud. I need a click frenzy or something going on. I've gotten, really a couple of those. Am I saving for one of them? Because the wormholes are even more than the freaking fifth lab. And then the portal for a trillion. Better be a doozy to get to that one. I believe even at a trillion in total. They mutate, they went to the next stage, they're sprouting now. Is I go to these. I'm getting additional plus 2% CPS on the baker's wheat. Just from, passive boosting from the garden, essentially. I'm either saving up for one of them, which could be an additional, couple million more, not bad. But how long would it... Okay, a billion would take 20-something seconds. We're a couple billion per minute. No, kind of crud. Would take goddamn half an hour. What the frick on earth? That's what I mean. Not with golden cookies and crud, not with this going. Yeah, that's they do that. Oh yeah, go. Unlike freaking the first one, freaking 400 million. It was nothing. You get the extra, several billion from the luckies. Then my frenzies that boost things along. And I so glad that a serendipity I can get a new one every other minute. Crazy often. Good. That is dire. That is crucial. I need that right now. That is not be your... Oh, God. Another beautiful day. That late April going into May here. Everything is blooming off the trees and flowers and bushes and grass and pretty partly cloudy sky and everything's 70 today, just right. Okay. Where is the next? It's just golden cookie farming is all it is, basically. I'm going to go for 77. Ooh, go for 77 here. Get, that they last twice as long for the final golden cookie upgrade. But that is at 77 trillion. That is a huge... Waiting for that to show up. At any goddamn year. At any given time. Hang on. It should be about every 2 minutes or something. We're waiting, game. Apart from gardening, what else can one do here? Oh, just 'cause it gets crazy, dumb, stupid, slow about this part. I don't think this is 2 minutes. Hurry up, dude. Looking around. There it is. There's fortune. Now, what? A billion is only about 3 or 4 seconds now, which is so good because of that. This could be an additional 20 or 30 billion. Wait a minute. Use something. Yeah, a decent amount. And if I click on it as well, just to hurry you up and get there to 100 billion maybe, to get this plus 5%. Which is still only, maybe a decent boost. But nothing too significant like, the fifth lab or the first portal or something. I'm at 60. My arm is falling off. 62. What does one do at this point of the goddamn game right now? I swear. Click Asmic, there you go for an achievement, I guess. There's 2 achievements for milk, or some crud. That did a fair amount. Like, I don't know, what are they at now? They're still sprouting. About 12.5 minutes, 3 more ticks. We can harvest those 2, get a potential, what was it again? Goddamn thumb corn. And it takes 2 more lumps to go for level 2 on your farm. And you gotta put all your lumps, or well, hold up. Do you, wait, oh god. What do you, might look that up. As far as, you know, the game plan here, the game strategy, is do you put all your lumps into the garden for the first run through here? Or do you, holy crud, okay, so Lucky's could do a crap load up here. Or do you do some other crud? Like, am I putting just that first one into the garden for now, and then I'll put the second one into all the other games, like Painting on a Grimoire and crap. There's 80, okay. So no, the wait is never as long as you would think with super active golden cookies all the time. And it's literally impossible to combo them without the 2.5 minute frenzy and no spells. There is no combo yet. And I'm waiting for the next one now. The next frenzy. Or click frenzy would be freaking sick right now. Yeah. That was crazy good. Even way up there, wow. Was it 2 more ticks? Apparently it ticked. I guess it ticked. I could do fertilizer and speed things up, huh? Okay. I lost a hair. That's fine. That's alright. Just go faster. Yeah. Put this crud on fertilizer to speed things up. You know, speed run the garden. Talk. Dang it. There it is. Now. 85. 86. This is for 1 upgrade, by the way. This is for additional 5%. I wouldn't mind if one of these was a click frenzy. That'd be awesome right now. I got one on the goddamn like 10th or 11th golden cookie in the first episode. Now here was all that just to finally go for 100 billion. 97, 98, 99, and 100. Just to freaking do that. Son of a god, like for a couple mil. Son of a goddamn. And then I'm back to where I began. Sucking crud. Great. And these are all mad expensive now. What do I buy? Bam, bam, bam. Just got 3 of those. I'll go for a cursor, or go for a temple, or some crap. Bought a few more stuff. Trying to keep the CPS going. Now I guess what this adds is getting multiplied by, I'd presume, either the kittens or some more upgrades. Like it says, you know, 1,200, 2,500, 12,000, 62,000, 164,000. It adds way more than that actually, because of like milk and crud. So I think the expensive ones, the semi-expensive crap here, can make the biggest difference. If I keep buying, you know, temples and banks and towers and crap, that can keep things moving. Approaching 50 million per second here at a leisurely goddamn pace. If I can't move through the garden, are you not ticking? Where is the next tick? Average lifespan. Where's the goddamn... Okay, there's the next tick in 27 seconds. Oh, then, yeah, my lookie is crap now. Great. Lovely, thank you. But of course, keep buying all of this up here too, just for some quick cheapo stuff, I guess. Beings from another dimension lapse into existence. Get a taste of your cookies. Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Now they are blooming. We are one more tick away, about 90 seconds. About 3 minutes, twice that. From potentially seeing, it's 1 in 20, so it's fairly common. This is the first thing one, shouldn't be that bad. Do a fair bit of gardening on camera here. Into the thumb corn, then a chrome rice. To get more passive effects in boosting. The garden serves as kind of a passive buff. You plant your seeds in the background, and it just provides production. Like CPS boosting, or golden cookie, or whatever building, no idea. Whatever function the species is, what provides. How about a tower? Just kind of waiting for the next golden cookie, and then this last tick for hopefully. Then I watch this is all for nothing. Does it work? Swear, dude. Just for the first seed, man. Seeds, one of all of them. God. The golden cookie should pop up before this first seed is finished. Now I think whatever comes up. Can you grab it right away, or does it have to mutate into maturity? I do not remember. Hang on. Golden clovers, freak that for now. But hang on. I think, just from the fact that it's a brand new seed, I think you can just grab it anyway. Even if it's not mature yet. Street to be named after 2026, the world famous cookie manufacturer. Oh my god. Yeah, there's that school down there. Same cars, same crud as last time. Like I would put it in the next lump here, put it in the grimoire for the spells to conjure baked goods and to get a golden cookie combo and do some bullcrap. But here we are, 30 seconds away. Like, what am I buying now? Son of a hang on. Bam, 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 bam. And then I'm still going, like bam, bam, and then bam. There's a few more. Suck on that, huh? 18 seconds. Like, it's kind of an experiment here. I really do not know if it has to grow first or just grab it right off the bat ASAP because it's a new seed. And this frenzy shall end, and then that at about the same time here. Now, it may not always be right on the first tick as it matures. It can sometimes be more up there. That's fine. Apparently it's a 1 in 20 chance on each tick, apparently, or something. Apparently. Then, yeah, we will eventually, over the next couple of days, get other mini-games going, casting spells and doing the stock market, and then perhaps putting, my slots in with, like, if I Godzamok a Click Frenzy or some crap. Oh, yeah, okay. There you go. In the diamond slot, then, like, not screw you yet. Perhaps Milk Calcium and then Cycles for now, or something we could just for a major, boosting production. Pre-Grandma Apocalypse for the next 2 or 3 lumps. Then we can keep adding more to the garden and crap. Because I think this basic 2x2 that it provides is good enough for now, these first couple of days of gardening, for the first few seeds in it, and crud. Of the next shipment. So at this point, it's so stagnated because you're barely, like, slowly buying stuff while waiting for the garden to get going. and a few upgrades and achievements, and just golden cookies in general. Quick. It's kind of a slow part of the game. We're nice grandmas. This game ain't nice right now. Like with like 100 mines and 50 temples. What am I doing here? Those are the only next, available achievements. Now, a minute from the next stick on them. And if I had that last golden cookie upgrade, that can last for 2.5 minutes, and you can lucky him. If you can also multiply the lucky by 7 on the frenzy, that does a crazy multiplication. There you go. That's another huge boost. It's like I don't have any. If you don't swear, get going and buy this crap, I can't do anything until then. Okay, like swear of the all 3 golden cookie upgrades of the giant frenzy, the luckies on the frenzy and quail, then you get your lumps with the Grimoire and Pantheon to get more combos and spells and more passive boosting going. The more seeds in the garden, the more stock it, market stuff. And crud. You need to get that going until you do, you're freaking stuck here. Because that is the next step here in progress. I guess we're getting them all over 3 billion now. 3, 5, 7, 10. Did that math, I swear. Just a creep up on 50 mil per second. Alright, now, give me the goddamn. Will you swear to act? Did this not work? Did this not work? I put those 2 in the top, the 2 bakers in the top, for the thumbcorn. How am I not getting the first basic seed, the thumbcorn, on my first try? Hello? Golden clovers and nurse tulips. This is a goddamn university program right here. This is some juicy queen beet stuff. What you gotta do later on, we get to the way to the Septen Octodecillion, when you're stuck in crap. Tidy grass part of the setup. Elder rewards are about 70 ticks until maturity. Blah blah blah. Whole tons of other bullcrap that I do not need to digest yet. I only need to look at this till I get to certain parts of the game and crap. Oh my god. Effect using nurse tulips. They're not even just other seeds. There's other wheats or fungi. Or for golden cookies. Okay, these could go by function. Yeah. Do not miss golden cookies here. Support the surrounding plants. Altering their traits as effectiveness and age. They can be used in almost any plant setup. Specifically, Nurse Tulip to massively boost the properties of the plants you're using. Okay, so Nurse Tulip can massively boost all your plants, apparently. And then those are harmful, and these are miscellaneous. Usage is too niche. Okay, blah, 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 blah. That's all golden cookie stuff. Those are for clicking. This is for CPS. That's all the different arrangements, all the different types, what they all do. But I think there's just a whole lot of math that makes it look intimidating, but it's really all just likelihood of getting it and stuff. Another frenzy. Another tick here. Can I please get a goddamn thumbcorn? Please? I go for 5% more on that one, or go for the wormholes. Look at, okay, 10 more mines is 70. That's semi-doable. 10 more temples kind of is as well. Alright, saving up for 70 to get 100 mines here. And I don't know what the goal is now for this episode, by the way. To where I'm stopping at. I swear. It was a nice red Camaro came through here. I still am not getting it. What are you smoking? Is this ruining my chances? I'm gonna go for one more tick, and I swear to for a couple more and still won't do it. So what do you want? I can go for 70 fairly simply for 100 mines. Just for the freaking achievement here, right? And then, of course, my luckies are quite good now. Ding dong, ding dong. I would appreciate the first dang seed to get this going. I see, just like what random drops might be with certain plant combinations and all their boosting effects and so on. They like these are upgrades. Various plants and fungi have a very low chance to unlock an upgrade, usually a flavored cookie when harvested while mature. These upgrades unlock permanently, so you do not have to reacquire them from the garden after every ascension or garden sacrifice. The chance of obtaining each upgrade is multiplied by a random drop chance of getting potentially one of these. Dictator cookies. It will increase golden cookie gains and effect duration, air production multipliers, or more CPS off game, yada yada, so on and so forth. There's a lucky, right? Trying to look for 70 billion for 100 mines to get the achievement and the upgrade for that. And then eventually 50 temples, which looked semi-doable. Looked quite doable, actually. Yes, I guess those two are up next. 4 achievements and upgrades here. With the help entirely thanks to golden cookies in the garden that is being a goddamn nuisance right now. So yeah, welcome to Slow as Freak, Day 2 progress. At this weird, like, in-between stage, middle of the road here, where I ain't got none of the minigames. I just began the garden, no seeds yet. Can't do spells or combos, no pain to the on-no stock market. And I'm just relying on golden cookies to sit here and wait through it all. That's it. Frick was that? Yeah. What kind of crap 32 hours was. But okay. I'll be lucky for like 9 days or not. If I don't hang around. There's 50. Looking for the next golden cookie, man. And you still wouldn't. Oh my god. Am I trying again? Like, what are you doing? I got a couple more chances, and then you are done. To give me the thumbcorn. I'm asking for the first dang seed, man. To even begin the whole tree, get it going. Over here, mowing the lawn at 15 miles an hour. Freak is that? I got it, no way! Now think here. Wormholes? What are you doing here? That is 13 million more. That is a decent amount. Decent amount, dude. Or are you wasting this on stupid upgrades? On achievements and upgrades? Okay, that was clutch. That was sick just now. Okay, should I build this? Should I build on this with more luckies and more like crazy good luckies? Like 10, 15, 20 billion plus more per lucky. Do I either blow all this? Okay, maybe there's kind of a saving strategy here. Like build momentum. Do I either save all this and build on it, or waste it all, blow it all on that upgrade? Because that click frenzy came in like crazy clutch just now. And I'm still waiting for a thumbcorn. I would do that to go for 60-something mil per second, but I would like to build on that luckiest crap click frenzy with more frenzies and luckies. And I even got a dang cookie storm at about midnight or 1 a.m. last night. A literal click frenzy out of nowhere. Then the first cookie storm just out of nowhere. So crazy luck last night. which obviously, you know, boosted this quite a bit. Hence the raspberry milk, the rank 3 all of a sudden, even though you can't, you eat the freaking, that down there. Yeah. So, I'm not going to spend all of this immediately on the wormholes. I'm gonna save. Oh, would the frenzies not be all that good? Because of how high up I am. Or, well, it does a little bit. I think it's the luckies that could help a lot here now, actually. Now, alright, dude, I'm trying. You sucked for that. I'm trying again. Oh, that scared the hell out of me. I swear. I was like, oh, dude. Yeah. Try it again. What kind of frick were you doing? Can I lucky what I spent back on those 2 baker's wheat seeds if you don't get a freaking move on right now? Shouldn't I have earned cookies from picking those out just now? I swear to God. You didn't see that. You didn't even check. So there's that back. But I'm thinking I should try and save for what, by the way? Wait, having a brain aneurysm. Saving this for what? Hang on. Just to get things up higher, and then I can save. Like, what are you talking about? Just to have, you know, great big luckies that add a crap ton to it, hopefully. Or a cookie storm would be lucky as all living actual. Just like that click frenzy was. They do happen once in a while. I get them all the time here now, obviously. Like, am I trying to go for the first portal? Or then those on it? Which I think I can get for about 150-ish. Get these 2 upgrades, 100 mines and 50 temples. But 140 or 50 billion-ish for all that. There you go, 40. Right. That was the whole point. So please spam lookies every 10 seconds. I swear. Which is what the storm is, basically. We are half 37 into this. Okay. Yeah, then actually, when I get this here, it is plus 1% CPS. Do I not earn any cookies when I freaking pick it out? Did that even happen just now? Harvest all regarding information, yada yada yada. Combined effect is apparently CPS. I don't give a living actual. Wait, so it could be plus 2%, but it's only plus 0.15% apparently. Okay. Gotta try and sneak in one of them right now. Ooh, I could just about afford it. Let's wait a bit for the next lucky, perhaps, to have the 1/4 trillion left still. Got a wormhole. Oh, hang on. Yeah, would do a significant amount. Obviously. Waiting now for the next something, brother. Hey, don't click on bullcrud. Holy frick. On the side of your mouse, man. I think that'll be a sec. Yet again. Would be an achievement for milk. And the upgrade for 100 mines. Where are the mines at? 126 million, 600 million. Could just be like 60 billion or 600 some. I don't even. And then 50 temples here would be mad expensive. the frenzy is a bit of a lazy boost now, actually, when you're way up here. And then 150 cursors, obviously. Could be, I don't think it's an achievement, but it is an upgrade. It is indeed. Would be trillion fingers, right? Just go by it 3 times. You don't go by 50 on here, do you? I have no idea. So I now mosey my way through frenzies and wait for the good stuff, which is a lucky, actually. Okay, I can buy the 10 more. I can do this now. I can do that. Yep, I was right. Hollow the planet. Just for the goddamn. And then if I buy that, it will be back down to 200. Might wait for a lucky before I do that. And then you better start doing your job here. I think the new seed can come in at any given point, actually. Not sure if you have to necessarily wait for it to be mature. I don't know what this is such a... waiting game, guessing game of like... trying to utilize everything you freaking have at your disposal to make it do a dang thing. Like I'm waiting for a lucky now, and for my first seed that actually failed on the first try, like I thought it would, because it knows I'm filming, I'm sure, and so it's not going to give me it. So we are attempting to begin the garden and get a few more achievements and a few more upgrades for a bit more CPS here. It's the slowest crap part of the run. There's that, swear, dude. Now, that 5% for 100, or the 5th lab, I don't know. Or am I keeping all this still for some goddamn reason? I don't know what that is, but I want to hang on to what I got from that click frenzy. That was lucky as crap. That was insane. Just to see what I can't do with it. Now, do not have 7 grandma types yet. I am only 1 away from that. Once again, the freaking, the outer space grandmas here that I can get it. But it is the... I think it was Get Lucky. No. I think it was Get Lucky, yeah. Waiting for Get Lucky, and then of course, yeah, there it is, Get Lucky. Stuff like Get Lucky and Getting Engineers will make a, and then Antimony or whatever will make a huge difference. To go for 100 mil per sec, which you are being such a bum to get to. And what's semi-stifling it is crap like the garden right now, not working on that first try. Drawing things like this is with trying to play actively. What do I do here? At this day 2, like intermediate point, where you got no Grimoire, no Pantheon, no spells, no stock market, and the garden is freaking barely a thing. I swear you just wait for golden cookies and get lucky with a click frenzy how I did, or Cookie Storm. Here goes. Okay. A chain. Okay. Go for fading look. Be careful though. Got it. Okay. Please do 77 billion. Please smoke another one. Hang on. Please right now. Oh my god, it is. It gave us 77 billion. No way. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Why are you different? Why? Where did... I got... Where did... that extra CPS come from just now? At 50 all of a sudden. Where did that come from? An achievement? It was from these. Okay. That's how much... just one additional upgrade can freaking add to this right now. Yeah, so the achievements are good, actually. Still, god dang, 18 away from freaking rank 4. I could crazy buy. I would 100% could go for that. And go for the Shady Sect. And then mega not have the money for the Sun Festival, though. But I got the achievement. And these are a bit scrunched now. Because I'm saving. Oh, my thumb corn. Idiot. So there is another achievement. Like that did one? I mean, it was buying all this crap. Yeah. 14 more temples, yeah. Wish from that. And then, how much crap would the 150 cursors suck for the trillion fingers, which would be what, by the way? Wouldn't be too bad at all, actually. But what would it? Okay. Just under 100 here, and then I'm okay. Then I'm okay. Got it back with the chain that I'm lucky. Dun, 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 dun. Still a minute out from the next tick on the next goddamn thing. Bored. Eat oxen because I'm bored. Is there even? Oh God! I'm about to check that one. Is there an achievement for 150 cursors? There is not. Okay, it will give you trillion fingers, but it does not. You go from of mice and men to the digital at 200. Okay. Great. So is this even worth it? If I get another click frenzy, because they're mega rare. The shipment grandmas or the trillion fingers? What are the options here? Yeah, you get out of options and out of ways to make progress at this dang stage right here. At least, until the garden gets a move on and the next lump and quit comes in and you can do other upgrades and mini games and crap. Fifth lab I don't think is worth it at all for the time being. 66 and partly sunny. Partly cloudy became partly sunny. Hello? It's mostly sunny. Frick are you on? It's like, apart from over here, I guess. Yeah, partly sunny makes no sense, actually, because that would mean half the sun is missing somehow. That's partly sunny. Partly cloudy makes way more sense, IMO. I am not in for the fifth lab yet, or the portal. I am kind of letting this run out and do a goddamn thing with it. Yeah. I am trying to move things along here. But this bakery won't move its fat bum all of a sudden. Like, am I doing something wrong here? Okay, what kind of crap? Cookie clicker gets slow in the trillions. Or something? is getting you can't do combo. How the living? Okay. That's what I needed. Okay. And I still can't swear anyone. I gotta do a number of things now. You gotta do. You made another baker's wheat. Are you retarded? You made a. Stop it. I want. This is 1 in 20. Okay, is it more common with dirt? I don't understand. Is a seed less common to unlock with fertilize? What am I doing here? In the game, not in literal dang farming. Holy crap. I'm sorry. Not with some actual damn real life farming. Excuse the crap. No. It should help. What the okay, dude. But I literally, that timing was coincidental as crap. That was impeccable. Because I'm sitting here looking at this strategy for why it's slow at this point all of a sudden. And I'm sitting here reading about combos. Got a click frenzy and a frenzy. You can't combo yet, but you ain't got, the freaking, the get lucky. The get lucky or the grimoire. There's no combo yet. Force the hand of fate to spawn golden cookies and demand it, obviously. At this demand, active play is essential to speed things up. Get Gods Amok in your pantheon to boost click production by selling clicks. Sell clicks? What did you say just now? How the living do you do that? At least 200 to 440 to unlock. Crucial upgrades that permanently boost your production speed. Plant bake berries and harvest them at a high production multiplier at a frenzy. Harvest bake berries during where are bake berries at? Thumbcorn, crone rice, guild millet, clover, shimmerlily, crone rice, elderwort, crumb spore, ecor puff, baker's wheat, golden oh screw that, the golden clover, no. Clover, white mildew, green rot, and that crap. Crumb spore, thumbcorn, yada yada. Brown mold, wrinkled jewel, white chakra root with a tidy grass elderwort, get to that dang thing. A metal weed with some bullcrap, brown mold, baker's weed, I'm not seeing the goddamn. I'm not seeing the bake berries here. Did you, hang on. This fertilizer should make the thumbcorn easy. You have still screwed it. Put another baker's wheat in it that time. What the frick are you smoking? Keep cookies in the bank. That's what I was doing. Yeah, I had a great idea, and I was right. Keep a high bank. Keep a high bank. Get it for crazy good lucky and stuff. So all I can do is just wait until I can't speed up the lumps yet, right? Stacking buffs, which I cannot do without the grimoire. Yeah, so basically you're gonna need to get lucky in the grimoire spells for get combos going, then Gods Amok in your diamond slot in the pantheon. Then your garden needs to get a move on. That was a huge lucky, case in point. Okay. Then what am I buying here? Because I do have some to spend here, pretty fair amount. Ugh. And then of course setting at like mid fours. I don't know why they say you can go as low as 200 on your first ascension. But essentially, yeah. Okay. So, garden, get a move on. And then buy a few more things and also keep a high bank. And then until then, I need some combos, need crazy, grimoire. Whatever, just for now, until I get spells in here without the lump in it yet. Just the occasional, cookie chain, cookie storm, or click frenzy is all there is for high, crazy high lucky buff. When you're like day 2 with no lump yet, with no lump for the grimoire. And crap. I can't speed up the lumps, obviously, dude. I can definitely afford the wormholes at this point. That's kind of big. Hang on, where am I at? Right there. That brings me down like a 370 something. Which is still quite good. And I hate this garden right now. Not working. The garden, not working at all. Kind of screwing over this operation when it matters the most. Yeah, I guess welcome to, 2026. Here's the mega episodes, mega marathon episodes. And I can't. What, the shipment, Grandma? What are you thinking? I'm sorry, what liquor is this garden on right now? What in the crud? Now, okay. And then stop, dude. And then, do I get any cookies? Okay, how much is that? It's 22, we can do that. I do not. I do not earn anything. 22. You better do it now while it's semi-cheap, I think. About 600. Now, hi. This is the baker's weed. Come on. What the crud? To begin the garden, what are you doing? Holy crap. With fertilizer on it. And then I guess I'm getting, oh my god. Not the 5th lab, sure as crud not that. Hang on. This will be huge if I get it. Then the white chocolate coated would be a bad idea either. Or should I wait for one more lucky before I... I think I'll go for it. Boom, 66 got the wormholes. Alright, now. 72. About 258 for the trillion fingers. Bam. Ooh, okay. That did more than I thought it would. Okay. That was like 17 out of nowhere. Okay. And then a 5% gain off of that. Get a lucky off of that. 38 more. Okay. Back to 300. Okay. That was semi-smart. This becomes a freaking puzzle. Like a misgame. That was kind of smart just now. Okay. Made some good moves. Bought the wormholes, got the trillion fingers. That did way more than I thought it would. The dang trillion fingers, I swear. It is around the cookie 3 times now. Right? Now, I think no more big spending for a bit. If y'all, here goes take 3 of the garden. If y'all would freaking get the goddamn thumbcorn. Like, for the first freaking seed on camera here. Now, 5%, be like at about 4 or 5 mil more. That's a decent amount, but we're looking for more than that. Looking for 100 mil per sec would be sick here. Right. Like, in like an hour, I've just now doubled my cookies from 1 to 2 trillion. Ain't no other bullcrud. There is an upgrade for 25 towers, but it's about to be mad expensive, though. And then, of course, the 15 shipments for the grandma type to get Elder. That's an achievement. It's about 20-something here for 3 more towers. We can do that. Ooh, and it's expensive again. Okay. You wait on that. Go for another freaking Click Frenzy or a Storm or a Chain or something. Before buying the goddamn Ancient Grimoires. For what, by the way? For about 11.5 more? That's pretty decent. That could take us over 100 mil. Like if I get that or something, then a few more. So, I need to like luck out once more to have the money for that upgrade. And then a couple more buildings or something. Or perhaps one more achievement, maybe the white chocolate coated something. But like that upgrade and then just one more thing. Like 100 mil per second. For which I'm fairly certain there is an achievement for that. Right? Now. Yep. Oh, and I'm smoking it. Yowza. That's 7. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. You just gotta get lucky. You just gotta ride off the golden cookies, I guess, for like a day or two. So you're freaking your the sugar lumps and mini games coming. There it is. Nah, I'm gonna go bam. And get that for 96. And then this, hang on. This could take us over here. The white chocolate, I think. Yeah. And still almost 500. There you go. All that was smart just now. But this is the clawing for progress at this bizarre stage right here, where I ain't got no grimoire, no combos, no lumps, no garden, no stock market, no nothing. Can unlock that yet, and I'm just kind of raw dogging it here with golden cookies. And, just saving and playing it smart and quite like, once again, where did that come from? Are these getting bigger buff? What the frick was that? Now, okay, that was kind of smart. 59 we're at now. 100 mil cookie quasar we just got, okay. There is an achievement for 1,000 buildings, which is still pretty far out there. Like an hour and 3 minutes. Okay, 100 mil. Yeah, the storm out of nowhere, which actually did more than a freaking Click Frenzy. Stop. Did more than a Click Frenzy, actually, on that storm. 645 miners trapped in collapsed chocolate mine. Yowza. So that was good. I was gonna say, if it was back to back, here's a storm and then a Click Frenzy. We're freaking left right now. See, there's kind of two different paths here. You can either buy a whole crap load, for CPS production, or kind of save it for a bit, like an hour or two, at a high bank, and crap for big luckies and stuff, and just kind of hope that you look out on, storms and Click Frenzies, and chains and stuff. Until more trillions roll in, and you can get into billions per second. And eventually rank 4, and then quadrillions, and then research, and then ascending. Over the next week or so. And that's really all I can think of to do with, still fairly passive gameplay. About a week to a week and a half to get to the first ascension. There's some crazy strat that I'm not aware of to be going like a day and a half on the first ascension. That's insane. Because I'm freaking at a day and a half. I'm not even at rank 4 yet. $5.82. Trying to think of what else can be done here. How about a seed fam? I swear. No. Yeah. By buying a lab and blowing all that cash for no god dang reason. Okay. The antimony would be about 15 mil, which becomes dang near 20 mil more. Would be a significant chunk. However, it's freaking all of it right now. It's more than I've got, actually. There's no, like, freebie achievements or upgrades. Was there one for, like, 120? I was gonna say if that was some bullcrap already. I swear. Haha. Oh my god. That lucky was 83. That lucky was 83 just now. Case in point. Yowza. Sorry. It is luck out with giant lookies and click frenzies and cookie storms. And the occasional chain or something. That's how you freaking go mad. I'm flirting with a trillion. If I get one more here. One more big thing. Okay, so it's kind of, getting... The game's kind of having a bit of mercy. And, better RNG is what moved this along at this freaking frozen stage. Is that this bakery, I just cannot get it to move its fat bum without golden cookies. And none of the mini games yet. 69 upgrades and 59 achievements. Galactic Bakery and Cookie Quasar. Here you go. Click Asmic, obviously. There ain't nothing, no other freebie apart from like those. You can, okay. We can get Elder. Cosmic Grandmas. This is like dang near half of our stuff though. For how much was that, by the way? God dang, 110. Now, please do, hang on. I'm spending dang near half of my crap on this. Please do a retard amount with the Cosmic Grandmas. I think, let me check. It's kind of all there is left to do at this point, yeah. Please. Okay. Swear to God. But I got Elder. That was a fair amount, but it was, yeah. 7 more, okay. 60 and 70. Nice and even. Okay, we got Elder. That was another one. I'm getting like PTSD from how freaking... I was so shocked by how nice that was earlier that I'm like, oh god, I'm so so dreadful of it now. Anticipatory. Like I would love to multiply the lookies on here if I had to freaking get lucky achievement. Okay. What is that doing here already? But they are about to mature in 15 seconds. It is 2 o'clock. How did one mature? A frick. I would like 0.05, correct? I would like the 1 in 20. Didn't this happen last time? The freaking like last June, according to when I first began. It's like the first one meant to be simple. The baker's wheat took forever. Maybe that's where we'll stop. I'll get this thumb corn on goddamn on camera. And of course the 118 mil now gets multiplied on the frenzy for 829 under times 7. Could I afford a 5th lab? Sure. Just to do it, take a bit of a chance and hope that it'll be nice once more. If the actual son of a goddamn thumbcorn would come up, been over an hour, like an hour and 10 at this point. But a lot of good stuff actually happened here within that hour. A lot of good stuff went down just now. But it ain't, at various points, quite as easy as like at the start or the mid game, for example, of the first few ascensions. It becomes a real puzzle game where you gotta work it smart and play a strategy of making the right moves, of like saving or buying stuff, or saving a lot of giant cookies in your huge bank for big luckies and quit getting combos going, or harvesting certain plants in the garden, or maybe a certain stock sale for a huge thing. For all those big bonuses, and quit here. I was about to eat these last night, then I got too tired and fell asleep. My flaming hot mushroom. The freak, stop. One of the hottest chips I've ever had, by the way. Yep. Had a crap. That did not go down. Oh, that did not go down right. Now what else? Get another freaking thing though. I will jitter spam a click frenzy with this crap all over my fingers, and I will messy my mouse. It is worth it. If you want to hand me an additional trillion just freaking in my lap, then go ahead. High five ain't bad. But ain't that long though. Freaking high five, what? Times 15. And you still won't. Yowza. There's also no payoff, no earning for that, by the way. Unlike others. Okay, that was something, I guess. Like 50 or 80 more or something. That was kind of just the main bulk of it for now. A bit of luck on camera. But I would like to at least freaking begin the goddamn garden. And get the thumb corn to feel accomplished this episode. Swear. Like 1 in 20, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen eventually, dude. Come on now. You cannot begin the garden like that. That ain't difficult. The fact that they sell this is insane, because I've been eating Takis Fuego for 11 years. What crap are they smoking to sell that? This is the hottest thing I've ever had. This is way hotter. Please? Nope, of course not. Do not beg it. Do not ask. Because that is if you plead and beg for it, that's a guarantee it won't happen. But get some pretty darn decent lookies if you kind of build your bank into, what are we at? 12 figures for some coin? Yeah. So, without the sugar lumps to upgrade the garden, or do the stock market, or the Grimoire, or the Pantheon, none of that. No combos, because no spells, right? and not even get lucky yet. You multiply luckies on the frenzy. With none of that, I am entirely on the life support of the click frenzies and cookie storms right now. To maybe make decent strides of progress till that happens. Till any of those happen. Stop joking. Swear. Of course, we're not just regular old crud. I'm a big cross at the garden right now. I can't believe the garden screwed me over. Not doing the dang thumb horn. Like, this is some bad RNG on that garden. For the first one. Back to 490, about 500. I think a trillion will become easier at this point. As it should, as it better. But, wow. All that crazy marathon sprint momentum on day one. For the most part. Then this weird intermediate stage for the first run through here. On like a day two or three, when you ain't got no freaking lumps yet for the Grimoire, no spells, no combos. And it's just the level one of the garden. And crud, like barely no seeds yet. And don't get lucky yet. Did you? What are we doing wrong here, folks? I think he's just being stubborn on the RNG. Freak is that? 1.5? I'm getting building buffs out of nowhere that are so not helpful right now. It's like I can't combo them with anything. Like I can't Godzamok that. I can't combo that with spells. Can't do anything. So traffic is slow right now at this part of the run. Like I want to fit. Okay, a lot of the stuff from the first hour went great. A lot of good luck. I want to finish strong to at least feel accomplished for this episode by getting the first goddamn seed, by getting the thumbcorn, which is not hard, and I can't do that right now. It's either nothing or another baker's wheat, which is, it's mega cheap right now, which is not what I'm asking, dude. I swear. And then at that case in point, these are so much hotter than Takis or Hot Cheetos or Turbo Splums. Flaming hot nacho that I'm freaking, like, my nose is running. Oh god, right now. Gotta get Kleenex. Like, I eat Takis and hot Cheetos all the time. I have to Kleenex with freaking Flamin' Hot Nacho. That is the hottest dang shit. What kind of crap is that? Way shorter commercial break this time. Just made a mess on these glasses somehow. Gotta fix that after the episode now. Great. But oh yeah. I just need like freaking like maybe one or two more, lucky things. Then just get the seed is all I want to finish the episode, man. Like an hour and 22 at this point. We're at 545 billion. Any crap that I can buy would be a huge waste. Am I going to pick away more small stuff up here? Or I do not believe there's an upgrade for like a 75 or 125 of something. We can find out. There is not. Okay. Got 25 towers and 15 shipments. I got those two upgrades. Or no, the 25 tower. Yeah, I got both of those, yeah. The Sun Festival for 1 trillion, or the first portal. Either. All it takes is getting lucky once more. Is all it takes. I think the first seed, the Thumbcorn, and the first portal wouldn't be a bad spot to end. I might. See, I don't want to miss any golden cookies though. Yeah, I think just one more, either a storm or dang click frenzy. I think just one more of those, which either could happen, would be phenomenal right now. I swear. And that's not bad, but still. I just some way to get to 1 trillion is all that matters. To buy our first portal. Which better do goddamn. Well, that's a totally unupgraded alchemy lamp. Better do freaking 20 or 30 or some incredibly dang portal. Million per second. To really get things, that'll be a huge step to really get things moving again. Is the first portal. And I'm just gonna do all that I can here until the next lump tomorrow. Yeah, okay. What was quintillion in 32? Like with one lump? With one lump, you got to quintillion in 32 hours. With like, has to be one lump. I don't understand what that strat was. But I would like a crazy thing to come out of nowhere. Because I literally called it last time. I was like, just need one more lucky cookie. And like 10 seconds later, I got that great big storm that went to freaking 745, right? Like, that was sick, dude. But I just need some kind of a way to get to 1 trillion right now for the first portal. That's all I need right now. Okay, Sun Festival is 9 more. Frick that, no. This does way more, yeah. Sun Festival can wait for a sec. The first portal all day, every day. And then if the seed ain't working, then I guess we're just gonna stop that first portal because you're being such a clown. There's a frenzy again. It does a decent CPS, but I can't freaking. do a dang thing with it. Yeah. I would love to, get, like, multiply. I could multiply. Like, that's how good that is. If I, had Get Lucky, I could multiply the, 50 or 80 billion Lucky by 7 and get 200 or 300 more. And crap. That's how huge that is. But of course not. I can't do that yet because I'm broke. I'm poor. You poor. Of course I am. It is nice out here, man. It's like the perfect day. Well, kind of. For the most part. And then even warmer tomorrow. And like for the whole month of May. Nothing but 80. Like 80 isn't crap. I just want to see what it should be. We're at 70. Yeah, I might just, like, buy the first portal and call it a day. Because the seed ain't working and quit, right? Like an hour and a half. To go from that, like a whopping 40, so about 40-ish mil per second, to like freaking 3 times that. And the first portal into some crazy luck on camera that I had to freaking survive on to make any dang progress, basically. Then episode 12 coming up in a couple of days or something, when I've got rank 4 and quadrillions and some other research going. That'll be part 3 in episode 12. Then perhaps episode 13 or something would be the actual ascension at like 400-ish. It was 108 lucky. Okay, see, that's what I'm kind of... Frick was that lucky, or 108 lucky, man. That's what I mean. So, just a few more minutes of saving up here, getting a bit lucky on the cookies and crud. And we can buy it. I had a random thought last night. Last night I was thinking about why clapping does what it does. And I was theorizing it's because the air, like the air pockets between your skin, are bursting or popping as it causes that sound. Because there's no freaking way, just your skin is that dang loud. It's a whole lot. Yeah, that was a crazy example, yeah. It's because the air between your hands and quit. Yeah. I am out of ideas and out of, options for making progress. When I'm talking about that, it's worth waiting for one more, some kind of bullcord. Only one is moving along here. Yeah. Like an hour and a half. I'm just gonna buy the first portal, and then the seed, I'll get the garden to work. I'll give a nice briefing, a nice talking to the garden off camera to get it to work with me. And get the first few seeds going. Because that did not want to work on camera. It was, I gave it 4 or 5 tries and it wasn't working. It was being stupid, man. Now, where is the, a frenzy will not quite get us there. We need something kind of big, like when we're lucky. Wherever that may pop up. It's been a sec, has it not? There it is. Okay, alright. I can 14 my jitter today. Yeah, I can see that moving, it's insane. We can ride this frenzy. Get another lucky. And then we're there. Not getting there now, are we? Hang on. 9:15, 9:20. kind of crap are you on? Yep, a lucky and we're golden. No pun intended. These are not quite mature yet. That's a 930 from that frenzy right now. Yowza. Yep, so your goddamn bullcrap didn't quite work. You're a frick dumb idiot, man. Sort of actual. Swear more of that. One at a third level. Now, to get to the next level, we are about 4.3 trillion. So why is the second level like 8 or some crud out of nowhere? I'm just waiting for this is like the final moment. I'm just waiting for the dang lookie. And then these might mature at the end as well. Got it. Okay, first portal. A whole new world. 23, as you should. That's the least you can do right now. Is some crap like 20 something. 146 per. I just spent all of it on that portal. All of our luck that we had. I'll give the garden one last chance here. If you still fail, then we're off. And I'm done. I'm cutting the camera. We could not get the first seed on camera. You suck. I got the first portal. So it'd be nice if you cooperated. I got a whole new world and I want a whole new seed as well, please. We're 20 seconds away from having these. Are they the same? I put them in at the same time. They better be the same, man. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. You're on so much heroin, I swear. Yep, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and spank this garden for not working on camera. But yeah, that was it. So part 2 of this new 2026 season of it here. Yeah, I'm just kind of fighting for progress. Really, it was big brain time. I had to use some brain power to figure out what to do here to keep the operation moving, and it was basically saving and a bit of luck as well. A few click frenzies and storms, with saving all that to buy a few things, and that was it. And then until then, I just gotta come back tomorrow, I guess, with more lumps. A lump for the like the Grimoire, like one for the Grimoire, one for the Pantheon. Then get lucky eventually to get combos going more naturally. I multiply lookies and crud, and yeah, then we'll be really moving at that point. And then hopefully more garden cooperation and crap. Then the stock market, open that up as well. Yeah, see ya.